Welcome to Chevron's Southeast Kern River Cogen. We are located in the Kern River oil field, one of the largest and oldest oil-producing fields in the United States. Southeast Kern River Cogen is an industrial cogeneration facility that uses a single fuel source of natural gas to produce two forms of energy: electrical power and steam. The Southeast Kern River Cogen has 3 gas turbine engines which burn natural gas to drive electrical generators rated to produce 27 megawatts of electric power. Heat recovery steam generators exchange the waste heat from the turbine exhaust to water to produce about 9,000 barrels of steam per day. This steam is injected into underground oil formations to heat the crude oil to a viscosity to allow it to be pumped out of the ground. The electric power generated by the facility is used to supply internal load requirements of the facility and several of Chevron's Kern River properties. Excess power is sold to the utility grid. Cogeneration technology, through environmentally friendly use of clean-burning natural gas, has allowed the retirement of many old oil-burning steam generators and resulted in fewer pollutants being released to the air. In order to maintain the safest possible environment for you and our employees, Chevron has prepared this video to familiarize you with some other safety precautions and practices to be observed while you're on the site. Failure to observe any of these precautions and practices will be grounds for immediate removal from the site. The Southeast Kern River Cogen is a drug, smoke, and firearms-free work site. No illegal drugs, alcohol, or firearms are allowed within the boundaries of the facility. When entering, driving through, or exiting the site, please observe all speed limit signs. Anytime you enter or leave the Southeast Kern River Cogen facility, you must sign in and out at the control room. Of course, this would not apply during an emergency. In case of an emergency, the plant alarm will be activated and you should proceed to the assigned assembly areas as soon as it is safe to do so. Hard hats will be worn anytime you're outside of the building or outside of your vehicle. Suitable clothing and footwear will be required while you're at the facility. Steel-toe boots are required for work within the facility. Any person not wearing steel-toe boots must stay on the designated paths and be escorted by plant personnel. Many areas around the facility emit loud and repetitive sounds that could harm your hearing. These areas are clearly marked with signs. Ear protection must be worn in those areas where signs are posted. All contractors that are going to be performing work of any kind must first obtain authorization from the control room operator. Do not perform any work without authorization. Safe working conditions must be established and verified by plant personnel. There are several posted confined space locations within the facility. No confined space entry or hot work will be performed without the approval of a Chevron qualified employee. Lockout, tagout will be used anytime a person is working on any equipment that has stored energy. All contractors must adhere to Chevron's lockout tagout program. There are several first aid and eye wash stations located throughout the plant. A site map will be issued to you and will highlight these locations. Be sure to take time and look at the map, and also note the locations of windsocks, emergency shutoffs, evacuation routes, and assembly areas. All injuries and near misses must be immediately reported to your supervisor and the control room operator. The Southeast Kern River Cogen utilizes aqueous ammonia in its admission control system. Aqueous ammonia is injected into the LM2500 turbine exhaust gas, which then flows across a selective catalytic reduction unit, where oxides of nitrogen in the exhaust gas react with ammonia to form nitrogen and water vapor. Aqueous ammonia is an extremely hazardous material. It is corrosive and can cause permanent damage, and can even result in death at high concentrations. It is stored at the facility under pressure in a 12,000-gallon vessel located at the far northeast corner of the facility. Aqueous ammonia, or ammonia with water, is a pungent, colorless gas at normal atmospheric pressure and temperature. It is strongly attracted to water, including the moisture on your skin. Ammonia can irritate eyes, skin, and mucous membranes of the nose. Most people can detect ammonia's pungent odor at very low concentrations. If at any time you smell ammonia at the facility, look to the windsocks, vacate the facility crosswind, and assemble at the designated assembly area. There should be no odors from the facility if operating properly. In the unlikely event of a major release, evacuate the plant following the established evacuation routes marked on your map. There are 3 emergency shutdown buttons in the plant, located at the west entrance of the facility, the south entrance to the facility, and in the control room. If you are exposed to ammonia, immediately leave the area. If the exposure is significant, get to one of the emergency shower stations. If your eyes are exposed, immediately flush with clean water. If your skin is exposed, immediately flush the affected area with large amounts of water while removing contaminated shoes, clothing, and jewelry. Report to the control room and seek medical attention. For inhalation exposure, get to fresh air immediately. If respiratory or other symptoms occur, seek medical attention. The presence of ammonia at the facility requires that the facility be operated under OSHA's Process Safety Management PSM program, and the potential impact from the ammonia release be evaluated, modeled, and discussed with employees and the public. More information about ammonia and the potential release is located in the Risk Management Plan located in the Control Room PSM binder. Other hazardous materials present at the site include high-pressure natural gas used as a fuel source for the engines, chemicals, solvents, and lubricants used in operations. All chemicals are marked with HMIS labels. These labels highlight the personal protective equipment required for working with the material and the hazards the materials present. In addition to these chemical hazards, there are also numerous physical hazards within the plant, around pumps, motors, compressors, and other rotating equipment. Observe extreme caution when around any of this equipment. If you are entering an area where H2S may be present, you must wear a personal H2S monitor, or be accompanied by someone with a monitor. As a result of the gas turbine engine and combustion process and steam production, there are many areas in the plant with high surface temperatures. The primary areas to avoid, or to use extreme caution around, are the engines, all the areas of the heat recovery steam generators, and steam distribution piping to the plant boundaries. If you should sustain a burn, report to the control room immediately for first aid. High voltage is present throughout the plant, and as you know, electricity can kill. There are high voltage signs posted throughout the plant. Please observe these signs and avoid these areas unless you have permission to work in them. Remember, you must first obtain authorization from the control room operator before performing any work. Finally, the southeast Kern River cogen is located in an area frequented by several endangered species, including the San Joaquin Valley kit fox. Do not feed, harm, or harass any wildlife. Kit fox dens are also afforded special protection under the Endangered Species Act and should not be disturbed. The discovery of any dens should be reported to Chevron Safety, Health, and Environmental immediately. Shell USA began commercial operation of the Southeast Kern River cogen in 1988. The facility has been operated by Chevron Exploration and Production since 2001. As of the making of this video, no Southeast Kern River cogen personnel have experienced a lost time accident. The main ingredient to a safe workplace is common sense. Use yours and observe all safety precautions and practices. Help us keep Southeast River cogen accident-free.